Parliamentary representative for Gros Islet, Lenard Montoute, has described the scenes in Gros Islet town, which went viral on social media on Thursday night, as disturbing. Police officers who were attempting to uphold the COVID-19 curfew were assaulted on St. George Street by a group of lawbreakers, resulting in injury to one officer and two civilians. Montoute is imploring citizens to follow the letter of the law.
Well, I saw on social media those videos that are circulating as well, some very disturbing scenes, and I have not as yet received all the details as to what exactly transpired. But let me just say this, I'm hoping that my people of Gros Islet, the constituents, would endeavor to be law-abiding, to uphold the protocols that are in place currently as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, and to cooperate with the police in maintaining law and order, and to keep Gros Islet as a peaceful and safe community.
The melee in Gros Islet follows a strikingly similar incident in Soufrière almost a week ago, where law officers were pummeled with rocks and bottles by party-going COVID-19 violators at a bar. The opposition Saint Lucia Labor Party has been heavily criticized in some circles for characterizing recent civil disobedience and lawlessness as a manifestation of frustration with the current dispensation.
Well, I think that's a very disappointing comment to come from a leader. As leaders, we should dissuade people at all costs from engaging in lawlessness, from engaging in any form of violence and unnecessary disobedience. I think what we should be doing is to condemn in any form or fashion lawlessness, criminal activity, and advising our young people to conduct themselves in a more acceptable, civil manner, and to avoid confrontation with people, officers of the law, the police and the wardens and the people who seek to provide protection and enforce the laws of this country. So I think it is opportunistic, very disingenuous, and unfortunate for any leader, whether it be for the sake of gaining any political advantage. I think it's disappointing that any leader would want to make any statement that would condone such behavior.
Montoute, who admittedly disclosed that he has not been availed of all the facts regarding the Gros Islet Street incident, nevertheless condemned the ensuing clash as wholly inappropriate. The district rep called for patience in what has been an extremely difficult period for most, owing to the pandemic.
I do not have the details as to exactly what happened. My understanding, it was a young man who was under the influence who started to misbehave, and the situation escalated from one scene to another, and we have what we saw in the videos. Again, like I said, I do not know all the details, and I do not want to pass judgment or comment extensively on it, but I'm just saying, whatever the case is, I would want to appeal to my people of Gros Islet. We are law-abiding people, we are peaceful people in Gros Islet, and scenes such as this are unbecoming and totally unnecessary. I need to desist from that kind of behavior and avoid such situations. That is my advice to the youth, to the young people of Gros Islet. I know it is frustrating that we cannot get back to our normal lives as soon as we would like, given the existence of the pandemic. But we all understand that the regulations that are put in place now is for our own protection, our own safety, and for the health of ourselves, our loved ones, our community, and that this too will soon pass. We just have to be patient, we just have to be tolerant, and we have to be compliant.
The clashes in Soufrière and Gros Islet were the culmination of months of non-indictable offences and overt resistance in some communities to the COVID-19 regulations intended to slow the spread of the disease and save lives. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.